Okay, so it's 1 o'clock and I haven't met my goal yet for the day. My goal is $100 for the day. I'm at about $65 today. I've been out most of the morning. I did take a break at one point. I did some grocery shopping. I mean, not anything major, but there's a grocery store that I really like in the area that I Uber. It's called Sprouts, and it's similar to, if you're not familiar with them, it's similar to a Whole Foods, but it's a smaller store. So I always like to go there whenever oh my god, the light is like 2 seconds long. So I went there and got a couple things, and usually I'm worried about my makeup. I'm usually worried when I go, when I do any kind of grocery shopping, when I'm out Ubering, that the food is, like if it needs to be refrigerated, that it's not going to, because I'm usually not going straight home. But today, I mean, right now it's 33 degrees, so everything's good. Everything, is good in my car until I get home. I mean, I'm headed home now. I was really trying to push myself and just stay out here and get my $100, meet my $100 goal. But I started feeling a little tickle in my throat. I had a hat on, but I didn't have a scarf around my neck. And I started feeling, it's cold out. It's cold and it's windy. And I kept, every now and then I would feel this little tickle. And I have some, it's called oil of oregano at home that it's like it's a drop. It's like drops. You could either put it in tea or, dilute it in some water. But I like to take it straight. But it's very, very strong and very potent as far as what I've heard. So I'm going to go home and take a couple drops if I can stand it. And hopefully that'll knock out anything that's trying to attack me. Because I can't get sick. It's this weekend. It's not raining. It's not snowing. I need to get out here and make some money. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna look for a scarf. I believe I have a scarf in the back seat, but it's very bulky, and I can't do a very bulky. I need something that I could just put on my throat, like underneath my coat, and just use that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna take a break, go home. My place is hit. My place is like, I didn't. Like usually in the morning, I definitely, if I do nothing, I will make up my bed. Like that's just a non-negotiable. But this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave things as they were. I mean, like I mentioned, I think earlier, I did eat, and that was good because I've constantly been out here, just buying food, constantly on the go, and I've spent so much money doing that. So this morning I got up, I made breakfast, had breakfast at home, made coffee at home, and then I went out. So I'm just gonna go home for, like I said, to straighten up. I may do a little meal prep for the week, just a little, nothing, like mainly my smoothies. I like to have them made for the next few days, if nothing else. And I got these, I love bean burgers, like I used to be vegan actually at one point in my life. I'm no longer vegan, but I try whenever possible to lean towards not eating meat, at least as much. So bean burgers are a great alternative to burgers. I mean, to regular meat, to beef, or even turkey. So I grabbed some of those, and then some powder. I use hemp seed in my smoothies. So they had a hemp seed that was a powder mixture, and I grabbed that because the ones I use now are it's hemp seed. So when you make the smoothies, it is, you can taste, you can, it's just very thick and very, like, you can taste the hemp seeds. So if I could do a powder, it just will be smoother going down. So I got that. What else did I get? Just a couple, I needed some, I was out of tomatoes, and one other thing. Oh, I got some more lettuce. I'm not out of lettuce at all. Like, one of those big boxes of power greens. I'm not out of them. I have a whole container that I've chopped up of greens. But once I make a few smoothies, 3 or 4 smoothies, that'll be gone. So I just want to make sure I have, the ingredients that I need right, when I need it. I don't like to start making something and then I run out of something, because then it's going to, slow me down. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing now. Hopefully I will be able to come back out, because sometimes that's why I really was trying to push through and get my $100 before I came home. But I'm like, I really can't risk getting sick. And I felt that little tickle a few times. So I'm like, nah, let me go home, take that oil of oregano. I mean, I don't know if it really works, but it is. The first time I took it, I didn't know any better. And like I said, it comes in I'm not sure what you call it, but it's in a bottle, and then there's is it a tonic, maybe? But it has like a squeeze top to it. So you squeeze the top, and it takes in all the oil, and then you drop it in whatever. If you're gonna drop it in your mouth or whatever. So the first time I took it, I took 4 drops in my mouth at one time, and I almost passed out, because it is super, super, super strong. And unless you're used to taking it on a regular, I would not recommend you take 4 drops. I mean, I was so it was strong. It was super strong. So this morning, actually, I took 1 drop, and I could barely even taste it. I just took 1 drop when I felt a little tickle. But now I'm getting ready to go back home, and I'm gonna take a couple more drops, and because I need to be right. I had a bad cold earlier this season, and it lasted about a month. Just the congestion and I was out of work. I think I was out of work a couple of days, at least a couple days. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that. I did have COVID this year. I had COVID back in July, and then I think it was maybe October. Was it October or November? Early November, when I had that bad cold. And I'm telling you, it lasted a good month. And I was like, no, I need to really build my immune system. So again, I've been drinking my smoothies, and what I've been taking lately that I really feel is helping my gut health is what is it called? Oh my God, my new favorite thing. Sea moss. And if you don't know about sea moss, look it up. It's great for your gut health. And for me, I know for me what it did is it curbed my appetite. Because usually when I'm out and about, I'm doing my deliveries and all, I'm constantly munching. I gotta have popcorn. I gotta have something to munch on. And it's like, such a cravings. But when I take that sea moss on a regular, I don't have those cravings like that. And plus, of course, drinking my water and having my smoothies, I don't have cravings like that anymore. So that's been really good. Originally, I got it in the actual, it's like seaweed basically. But it has 92 of the 109. I could have those numbers a little mixed up. I think it's something like 92 of the 109 minerals that we need, for optimum health. And even my hair. Oh, this is another thing. And I don't know if this is contributing to it, but it ironically around the same time, like my hair was full now, big time. And I don't know, I may have mentioned that in a video or two, but my hair was like really thinning. Like every day, there was hair all over the place, on the floor. When I combed through my hair was just coming out left and right. And then it would be on me, and it was just a hot mess. And then my hair just just was a lot thinner, and my hairdresser even noticed it. And so and she had me buy a hairdressing, which I haven't even really used that much. She used it the last time she did my hair, but I don't think that made that much of a difference that soon. But I started taking sea moss, and I mean, your hair naturally sheds, especially in the winter. I know my hair, but it was coming out big time, like to where I was like thinking about I might need a wig soon, because this is getting out of control. But I've been taking the sea moss, and I haven't had as much of like I said, a couple hairs here and there, but not like it was. So hopefully that that corrected that situation. Like I said, it has like 92 of the minerals that we need. And if you're not getting it from your diet, sometimes we do need to take supplements. So yeah, I started taking the sea moss. I started taking it in the like seaweed formula, where it's like you buy it, from the store, or you can get it online, and it's like it looks like seaweed, literally, and it smells like seaweed. And there's a whole process where you got to clean it real good, and then you add water to it, and then you let it sit overnight. And when you let it sit overnight, it's supposed to like gel. And the first time I did it perfect. And after it gelled, I put it in a you put it in a blender, and it gels overnight. And I put it in a mason jar, and when I unsealed the mason jar, it was gelled. It was as if I had bought it off from a store the first time. The third time I did it, it did not work for me. It was like watery and all. So I was like, oh my God, I'm like wasting my money on this. So actually I found some Black Girl vitamins. There's a brand called Black Girl Vitamins, if you're not familiar with it. And I'm not endorsing them. I don't, I'm just telling you what I tried. But they has a sea moss formula and the gummies. So I got the gummies in the Black Girl Vitamins in the sea moss formula, and I've been taking those two a day. It's like a bottle for like, I think it was like, I got it off of Amazon, $25. It's a bottle of 60 and you take 2 a day. So it's a 30-day supply. And those have been working great. They help, like I said, the gut health, for me, the cravings, and they've been helping, I believe, with my hair falling out. So that's what I'm doing, and that's been working really good. And that's about that. I'm almost at my house, so I will check back in with you later. Take care.